This morning, soldiers opened fire on protesting students close to Rangoon General Hospital, killing and injuring many.
Madam, and we believe you are the only person who can lead Burma into democracy now.
So, Luc, this film deals with the story of a living public figure. How challenging was it to balance between telling her story as truthfully as possible and creating a dramatic story that's compelling on screen?
We follow the truth. You know, you can't play around. You know, we have too much respect for her. She's still fighting for democracy. So you can't play. You can't. It's not the right film to show how brilliant you can be as a director. You know, you have to follow the story, be very humble, and to try not to betray her, which is difficult because we have so little information about the inside, you know, like how she feel. What helps a lot is on the set we have 200 Burmese people who was with us all the time, and they are the one who can, you know, help on little details. You know, like for example when they say Bingalaba or they say hello like this, depend of the age of the person, depend if it's a woman or a man, you don't do the same kind of gesture. So I didn't know all of this, so I'm glad they were here to help me. And by the way, none of the people we have seen on screen, I mean, talking about the Burmese, none of them are actors at all. There is no school, so there is no actors. So we went to a refugee camp on the north of Thailand. There are 30,000 people over there. We tell them that we're going to make the film about her. They were very happy. And we took 200 of them. And they're carpenters, lawyers, journalists. You just have to find the right button to push, you know, and everything goes out. So it was very pleasant to work with all these people. The funny thing is, don't try to put, you know, like sometimes we put some marks on the ground, you know, like you have to walk and stop here. Forget about that. Either it's like, you know, the mark is here, and the guy arrived and do like this. So that's one version. And so you say, you know, you have the mark, you have to stop, please. Okay. The second version is... So I have a Steadicam guy, and he was like compensating all the time because the guy never stopped. So and don't try to say do what you want, just be natural. And so we were in this the scene where you have 1 million people, you know, the big thing. I don't have 1 million of extras. My producer is there, but she gave me 6,000, which is pretty good. And before to start the scene, we take the megaphone and talk to these people and say, listen, it's a subject very sensitive. It's about Aung San Suu Kyi. So can you please not taking picture with your phone and not go on the internet, because we want to finish the film in peace and we are fighting for a good cause. And you have 6,000 people who say, okay. And actually, none of them put anything on the internet. None of them did one picture or anything.
You did shoot a little bit in Burma. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, before they knew about the film, we went 3 different crew coming from different part of the world with a HD camera, and we shoot undercover, pretending to be tourists. We came back with 17 hours of dailies.
I was shocked that on top of English, Malay, Cantonese, and Mandarin, you can actually speak Burmese.
I thought Mandarin was probably going to be one of the most difficult languages until I encountered Burmese. Oh my. I think there were a couple of times where I went up to Luc and said, I don't know how I'm going to do this, I'm going to die. Because it was nothing similar to Mandarin, Cantonese, Malay, English, nothing at all. I'm sure I have a few Burmese friends here who will verify that it's truth, because it's like syllables put together. So in the end, with a very, very good teacher who was very patient, and I had perseverance, so the 2 of us just sat down there and blocked like sentences or things off.
Adu ludu asia we poeji ha. Pidu ludu ye sandago. Tega balonga ti au. Topo piata lai da babe.
It's not just an impersonation of Dosu. That is never enough. And as an actor, that's the least thing you want to do. First of all, when I met with Kim, he said to me, you know, Mei Mei is slimmer than you. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm not big, right? So I think at that point I went on to lose about 6-7 kilos to start off with. And then after the hunger strike scene, I was down like 8 kilos. I think that was but it's a commitment to do what you need to do. And then with the best hair and makeup people, because the way she looks is very recognizable. Everybody knows what she looks like. And there is enough footage out there where you understand the way she speaks, her deportment, her cadence, her nuances. So that's very important, so that when you see, you do believe that that is her. But afterwards, it's really what is going on behind her eyes.
I think the political angle, if you want to know about it, then go on internet. There is nothing I can teach you or learn. I mean, I can't teach you about the politics in Burma because I will just say what I read. I think it was very interesting to understand how 50 kilos women can fight against 300,000 Burmese military people for 25 years. How she can do that. And the only way to understand is to go deep inside her and try to understand what's her weapon. And her weapon is basically love, because she loves her country, loves her husband, loves her child, and that's the only weapon of mass construction that she have.
During the shooting in Thailand, suddenly Aung San Suu Kyi was released from house arrest. We're talking about November 2010. How did you feel when that happened?
The first moment is on the morning of her freedom. On the morning, I was shooting the scene at the end with the monk. So she's at the gate, waving the people, and we finish the scene. We go back to the hotel together, and we watch CNN, and I see the same scene. And my first reflex was, somebody shot the scene this morning. Somebody steal the delis.
And both of you actually met her in person, right? And how was it like?
After like 20 seconds, you forgot the entire film. You forgot the 2 years that you spent working on the film, because she's the real thing. So you forgot, I forgot the film. I was just meeting one of the most wonderful women I ever met. You know, she's so curious, she talks about everything. She's so peaceful, you know, she has so much peace on her. And she won't say one single bad word about the people who are abusing her since 20 years. It's a lesson just to be next to her. Those who have not seen the film is not authorized in Burma. So I think today you can go in jail if you have a copy of it. But you know what? I hope that they will pirate the film a lot.
And I think for us, the most important thing for this film is really to create an awareness, because I think most people have forgotten, where did Dosu come from? Who is Michael Aris? You know, this family that has sacrificed a lot for their people. And I think if you know where it started from, now you can make a choice what you want to do with it. So, and I hope that this will just inspire you to support the cause, because if we can achieve democracy in a non-violent way, it will be a great step for humanity, for all of us.